Good afternoon and welcome to the beautiful Eugene Snyder Field at Argos High School. Steve Stricker alongside Andy Stone.
Hello, hello, and here we go.
Thank you for joining us on the Argos Voice Sports Network. You're watching RTC4.com. We're live here from Argos tonight. We've got semifinal boys soccer action coming your way here. The Argos Dragons at 15-1-1, number 3 in Class 1A in the state of Indiana, are going to be taking on the Bremen Lions. Bremen comes in 3-13-1. They're coached by Mark Yoder. We're getting set to go here. It's a beautiful afternoon from Eugene Snyder Field. The sun is out, a few clouds in the sky. Welcome to Eugene Snyder Field for today's contest.
Let him do the announcements so they can hear it.
We're going to take a break. You're going to have the PA announcer, Mr. Brandon Schaefer, is going to do the national anthem for us, and then we're going to have the starting lineups.
Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors, the Argos Dragons. Ring number 5, Lucas Vanderweel. Number 7, Vincent Stone. Number 8, Travis Tanner. Number 9, Zach Trump. Number 10, Owen Nifong. Number 11, Jonah Osborne. Number 12, Tim Allmeyer. Number 14, Tyler Betts. Number 16, Evan Johnson. Number 23, Dylan Ballinger. And in the goal, number 79, Kyle Fishburne. The Dragons are coached by Todd Vanderweel, and their record is 15-1-1. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the home team, the Bremen Lions. Wearing number 1, McCoy Stone. Number 2, Cameron Napier. Number 3, Nicholas Smith. Number 5, Alex Gonzalez. Number 6, Cooper Pierce. Number 7, Diego De Leon. Number 9, Raul Jimenez. Number 10, Brady Martz. Number 21, Roberto Nava. Number 23, Chase Carrico. And in the goal, 00, Saul Garcia. The Lions are coached by Mark Yoder, and the record is 3-13-1. Good luck to both teams, and let's play soccer.
All right, here we go. Getting both teams out. The starting lineups have been announced thanks to the PA announcer, Brandon Schaefer. And we've got a nice, beautiful night here tonight. Going live for the first time in a while here. It's great
since I got to grace the awesome pitch of Eugene Snyder.
So we've got second round action here, the semifinals. This is game number 1. The winner will advance to Saturday night's sectional final at 7 p.m. And they will take on the winner of game number 2 here tonight, and that's going to be Culver Community and Lakeland Christian Academy. Lakeland and Culver had the bye in the first round, so it'll be their first contest of the sectional. Bremen won 3-1 on Monday over Tippy Valley, and Argos advanced with a 9-0 win over Oregon Davis. And should be a good one here today. If the Dragons take care of business, we should advance easily. They're looking to move on and hopefully win their 6th sectional title in a row and possibly move into the regional, which will be held here starting next Thursday.
Well, I mean, the record dictates that Argos is going to come out with a victory, but hey, that's why you play every game. You never know. Things happen.
They did play earlier on September 17th, and Argos came out with a 5-0 win in that game. So we're underway here from Eugene Snyder Field. Argos has the first touch of the game, and
there's the ball to Stone, and Stone's got him beat already. Vinny's got him. Looks, and it's going to be off the crossbar, just wide up at not the crossbar. And a nice effort, and he went exactly where he was going to go. It was going to hit a side net on the far side, but just got a touch high. And you ever heard of the phrase deer in the headlights? Because that's kind of what the goalkeeper looked like right there, like, oh, no.
What do I do here? Because he was
he was going with serious pace, and the ball was absolutely struck hard, but a little high, and that's what you wanted to see out of the attack from the Dragons. And but, you play the whole game. You can't just assume anything, especially in postseason. A lot of things happen. Here comes Ballinger on the back and hits the ball.
Well, you can tell already that the pace of the game is much more what we're used to seeing from the Dragons than what we saw on Monday night.
Yes. Ball's played back in. Betts hits it forward. Here comes Tanner up the wing. So, ball's played up.
Yeah, they're talking down there. The Dragons have done a great job defensively this year, only allowing 10 goals on the entire season. And really 40% of those goals came in the first game versus Warsaw with 4-4 tie.
Yeah. Yep. One game, and it was the first game of the season.
Right.
So obviously Coach Vanderwell's worked some bugs out with the moving the players around, getting them set in their formation, and it made a big difference. Stone goes wide. Tanner's making a nice run. Chips it back to Stone, and it's a little off the mark. Betts is going to run through and take the ball wide.
And on the other end of the field, the Dragons are scoring at almost 6 goals a game average. Yeah.
Oh.
So, if you're giving up under a goal a game, almost half a goal a game is what they're giving up, and scoring 6, that's going to result in a 15-1-1 record.
Yeah.
Their only blemish came last week at Culver Academy, where they were defeated 2-1 by the Eagles in a conference match that gave the Academy the conference win for the season.
Yep.
But,
here's a free kick that could be dangerous. Ballinger likes this distance. He likes to get it in the air. And the Dragons do pretty well with the ball in the air. Oh, and that's a sweet ball, and he gets headed out. Betts heads it in. Gives it over to Osborne. Miss hits. And look at the number of Bremen players right in front of the box and a goal. So they're going to pack it in as much as they can to try to keep that from happening. Ballinger, head ball forward. Nifong slips it over. And here's a long ball. And he's offsides as soon as he went for it. Yep, number 21.
So the Dragons will take the free kick off the offsides penalty from Bremen.
Yep.
The Lions have struggled a little bit this season. They're usually a tough team and just haven't quite had the season that they're used to. Coach Mark Yoder just not able to get them to play the way they normally do this year.
Yeah, well, and they've lost a little talent there last year. They graduated some players. and one of their better players just went to play tennis. So he went and played tennis instead of soccer this year, so that did not help him.
The tough play there by Fishburne. He looks like he might have gotten hit, but he's
Official,
up.
yeah, check and make sure there was no blood. And the Dragons are going to have to play better at the moment because they've had one chance, but they've kind of let them have a few runs at them. And Van Stone puts it back over to Almeyer. 10 goes to Betts. Betts going to go wide. And he sees a good ball, and it gets broke up. Now Osborne has a chance. It's going to be a corner kick for the Dragons.
I think it's just one of those things where Bremen's very amped up. They're going 110%
oh, yeah.
right now.
They're going to, and just kind of like what Tippy Valley did to them the other night. And Tippy Valley just ended up running out of steam.
Yeah.
And then they were able to get there. But here's a big ball in. Misses. Cam knocks it out for Bremen. And Betts with his hustle takes it. Looks over, gives it. And Johnson misses. McCoy Stone. Hits it in the middle. Ballinger heads it up. Betts has it. Gives it over to Vanderwill. Vanderwill. And Vanderbilt dribbles it right out of bounds.
Very uncharacteristic of Lucas right there.
And out comes number 6, Freeman, and coach is making a change because he's seen the right-hand side get it exposed once already. So I think he's trying to switch it up to see, hey, you're going to have to stay back. Don't get high pressure or they're going to go right by you.
Surfrino Mora comes in, number 13, a junior for Bremen.
Vanderbilt with a nice cut in. Gives it over. Through ball. The Dragons are going to, with that many players in the middle for Bremen, they're going to have to play to feet. You try to the slot pass into the center, and you're not going to get there. And it's going to go goal kick.
Got to decipher the call there from Newman.
Said it was a foul instead of a goal kick, but it's back about the same distance. Now Dragons just need to go to it and wake up a little bit. Nice header. Good ball over to Osborne. Osborne gets it taken away. McCoy Stone gets it broke up by Johnson. Berto tries. Almeyer foots in, gets it. Handball. And there's the call. Ballinger going to set it. Ball's wide quickly to Tanner. Tanner goes down, goes around him. And going to be a goal kick. Dribbles it out of bounds. So the Dragons going to have to shake off that soft game at the beginning of the tournament. Going to have to step up their level of play here.
We talked about that on Monday.
We talked about it Monday and last night. How for both of the boys and girls programs, a soft game is not the way to start a tournament. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do about the draw. Vanderbilt.
And for the girls, it's going to be imperative that they don't start off slow because they're going to be playing a top 10 team in Mishawaka Marion tomorrow night up at Newton Park.
I would have let them have advantage, but the official stops it with the call, and that actually works better for the Dragons. So Vanderbilt is number 5. Here's the ball in. Ballinger free to head it out. Betts is going to run through it.
So we are live here from Eugene Snyder Field.
Ballinger takes a quick one, and Stone's getting the ball. Chips it up, and here's Osborne going to have to chip it right back in the middle. And he does. Vanderbilt slips it. Stone's going to get a chance, and he doesn't get on it, and goalkeeper saves it. The Bremen defender tried to hold up Stone as much as he could when he was going by him, And he didn't call it, but he still got to the ball and put a nice ball across and then created an opportunity for the Dragons. Nifong. Oh, and it goes straight through the player. Fishburne going to pick it up with ease.
If you'd like to tweet us at Argus Sports.
Oh, Fishburne with the monster hit. He's a few of those will make you dizzy. Stone comes back, gets the ball, misses his footing. Johnson steps through it, and the goalkeeper's going to receive that ball.
Anyway, I was saying if you want to tweet us at
Sure.
Argus Sports, we'll give you a mention here. We're live from Eugene Snyder Field. Early going here, 29:56 left in the first half of play. Still no score, Argus and Bremen. Bremen's wearing the home unis, but they are going to be the guest on the scoreboard. A little weird watching Argus play out there in the black unis.
Yeah, it happens. Once in a while.
Look like Betts.
Foul on Betts.
Yeah, a little shove in the back there by Tyler.
Needless. But
free kick here, like you said, on the other end, this is a dangerous position to be giving up a free kick.
well, Bremen doesn't have a lot of height. One of their tallest players, most aggressive in the air, is the player who just kicked it. So,
and that's a goal for the Bremen Lions off of the rebound from the free kick. And just like that, Argus has got to wake up.
I said it before the game. I called it. That,
they're asleep right now, and the 29 minutes left to go in the game, their first half. They're down 1-0.
Well,
That was number 7, I believe, for Bremen, Diego De Leon. He's a senior forward for the Lions.
well, we'll see what happens, how the Dragons respond now.
Well, the lackadaisical attitude that they had after the game from Monday is not wore off yet, and right now the Dragons are down 1-0 to Bremen. And I'm sure Coach Vanderweel is probably not too thrilled with the start for the Dragons.
Osborne has the ball wide. Crosses it. Stone gets hit by Stone. You don't see that very often. Well, for the moment, the Dragons are down. And, it's giving Bremen confidence. Bremen always rises to the challenge of playing the Dragons and plays them tough. There's a miss hit. Vanderweel missettles.
Well, we've seen it time and time before. If you let a team that maybe is not the equivalent of another team on paper, if you let them stay in a game, the longer you let them stay in the game, the more confidence they get, and the harder it is for the favorite to come back and pull out the win. And a lot of big upsets have happened because of just this thing that's happening right now.
North White.
Right?
That's the biggest one I can think of right off the top of my head.
Yeah, North White stayed in that game, beat Marquette.
Yep.
And
there's a ball, and it's behind Stone. Stone's still going to get there. And he goes around him with ease. He's looking for his 45er, and he breaks it up. But here comes a free kick for Osborne, and it's going to be a corner kick.
Yep.
And that's a good hard work out of Stone. Good hustle out of Osborne. And honestly, that's a good little diving flick out by the goalkeeper. He got a little lucky, but to get it out as far as he did. But, it was good work. Here comes corner. And Chino. And it's going to be another corner.
I don't know. Was that going out before the Bremen player touched it?
No, it would have hit the post probably, and anything could have happened, so he just got rid of it while he could.
Not the best corner on that one by Chino. Let's see if he can get a little better strike there.
There it is. Ballinger And Ballinger just misses with the header.
Nice corner out of there by Chino.
Yeah, the second one was much better.
Yeah.
He relaxed and said, uh-oh, I better do better. I'll be riding the pine with Coach Vanderbilt.
That was a good header by Ballinger. He was just a little bit too far to the side, and it goes out. Corner or a goal kick coming up here for the Lions. There's a foul on Bremen. Osborne went up to get that one, and he was held on his arm. Stone passes it up, and Vanderbilt cannot handle the pass, and it goes on to the goalie.
Well, big hit. So Almeyer runs through it. Chipped up by Betts. Here comes Chino.
So the Dragons trying to work out some cobwebs here. They've struggled so far early in this game. We got 25 minutes left to go in the first half.
Oh, that's a silly, silly tackle. That was really rough, and from the backside.
Chino is down on the field right now.
Well, I'm going on over.
All right. Andy's doing double duty here this evening. He's got medical duty as well, so he's got to run down and see how Chino's doing. While we're here, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors for the program tonight. We've got RTC Fiber Communications, the Zone Sports Complex, Indiana, H&H Contracting, Hereford Home Inspections, and if you're watching us at home and you haven't seen Andy, about the time he gets out there, it looks like Chino's starting to make his way up. And you can see the Stone man is out there working his way over to help out Chino. Coach Vanderweel is out there with him. We've also got Argos Do It Best, Mr. Trophy, CNS Outdoor Power Equipment, CNS Automotive. Sit back. And number 2 for Bremen has the ball on the far side. Stone gets a header, moves it up to Osborne. Osborne tries to get it back into the midfield and kind of whiffs on that a little bit. Raul Jimenez has it for Bremen. They're going to get a handball called on Argos. So we got a free kick coming up here for the Lions. 24 and a half minutes left in the first half of action here from Argos. Argos is down 1-0 versus Bremen. Stone has it at midfield. He's dribbling up the far side. Nice tackle there by the Bremen player. I can't see his number. Number 5 looks like. No, it can't be number 5. He's not listed. Throw in for Argos. Stone has it. He finds Betts. Betts kicks it up. Osborne with the header, and that's going to go. No, it doesn't go out of bounds. Bremen kicks it ahead. There's Ballinger. Bremen has it, working in the way down the middle of the field, and it's deflected off of Betts, and Bremen comes up with it. Pass ahead. And number 13, Jacob Olds for Argos. And it's going to be a throw in. Johnson's going to take it. Olds came in for Chino after the injury, I do believe. And knife on the head to Stone. Stone can't get Vanderweel in the middle. Ballinger, heavy touch, and Bremen gets it back over. Stone's going to settle it down in the middle, passes it over to Johnson. Johnson carries it, through ball up to Nifong. Nifong works it around. He's going to go around the Bremen player, look for the 45. He gets it centered, but it's too close, and the goalie comes up with it. Well, we're letting Bremen play like they can hang with us in this game, and it's going to end up biting us in the rear if we don't get our cobwebs worked out here for the Dragons. And there's a head ball, and it's going to go out of bounds, be a Bremen throw in on the near side. Julio Gonzalez comes in for the Lions. Number 7, Diego De Leon, the goal scorer for Bremen, is going to go out. We got a Bremen throw here on the near side. Number 1, McCoy Stone takes it in. Another throw in here for Bremen. And trouble for the Dragons, and they're able to get it out. That's Trump, I believe. Zach Trump for the Dragons kicks it ahead. Vanderweel can't hit it. Pass is too far ahead. Allmeyer working there, but there's a nice little slip pass by Bremen, and they're working up ahead, and there's Allmeyer, and he's going to kick it out, and it's going to be a corner kick for Bremen. So Bremen's going to have a corner on the far side, and they just go short with it, and there's a long crossing pass, and it goes clear across the goal. No danger there. Olds is battling. Olds gets it up, and Trump is able to shoulder it away. And Betts can't get to it, and a kick up ahead by Nicholas Smith, and Fishburne's going to take. They're going to have a goal kick. Ballinger will take the kick for the Dragons. Vanderweel's going to go out. Number 3, Sam Manikowski is going to come in for the first time for the Dragons. Ballinger's kick goes way past midfield. First touch for the Lions, and there's Stone able to get a hold of it. Stone working up through ball, picked off by the Lions. There's Manikowski up to Tyler Betts. Betts passes it over to Allmeyer. Allmeyer gets a leg taken out. Betts gets back on it. Betts passes over. Now it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Dragons. Betts over to Stone. And Stone's going to wheel around in the mid, and he loses control of it, and it's kicked ahead by the Lions. And it's going to be kicked back by Trump to the keeper. Fishburne kicks it ahead.
And where's our midfield presence? I'm back.
All right, let's get Chino taken care of.
Yeah.
All right.
He'll be all right.
Good deal.
Get some ice.
Rub some dirt on it. It'll be fine. All right. Andy's back up here with us. He
smart play.
Double dipping on us tonight, but that's all right. That's what you do in a small town.
Kids' health is better. A little more important, I'd say.
It's all right. I haven't had any complaints, so I must have done all right while you were out.
They didn't blow up Twitter, right?
Although we would probably have some complaints right now with the way the Dragons are playing. But
yeah, they're off just a little bit. I mean, Allmeyer gets a chance, puts it up. Nifong pulls back, chips it forward. Olds puts it back in the middle. And the Dragons need to start shooting from that position because you can't pass it in the middle of 6 or 7 white players there for the Bremen Lions. Hit from behind, free kick for the Dragons.
All right, let's see what they can do. This is a good spot here for Vinny to try and take a shot, get a nice pass far post.
Well, misses the free hit. Olds tries to get it. That was a good play by Stone and Nifong. They had it in the works. It's just unfortunately Nifong was unable to make contact. Stone put it straight to him quickly and on the ground, not what the other team was expecting.
Nifong's struggling right now.
There's a lot of slippy slip. Oh, that's a dangerous play, trying to play it on the ground. And the ball's still loose. And Betts with the missed settle. Dylan Ballinger looks, gets it wide immediately. Smart play out of Ballinger. Dragons are knocking on the door. Corner kick.
Now the footing down there seems to be a little bit slick in a
few
places.
Yep.
Yeah, we had a lot of rain last week and last weekend, and big tournament here on Saturday.
Well, here's Bremen now. They're packing it in the back, but like we said many a time versus the Dragons, that only lasts for so long, and then they'll start spreading you apart, and putting in the easy ones. And we're seeing it now. Here comes Ballinger. Misses. Olds goes there, and the ball goes through. And there's a foul. He's calling right over there. He's called the foul because he didn't allow him to get the ball.
So,
well, the fans will probably get a little unruly. Stone, nice chip in, and Bremen heads it out.
Boy, that was
should have been a dangerous kick there.
Seen a few of those. That header by the Bremen player, though, that he was kind of on the side of that. It could have went either way off of his head, almost own goal.
Ballinger steps, and there's a through ball hit, and Fishburne's going to have plenty of time to clear it up. Out flips, out wide. And here goes Almeyer. He's got a 1v1, and the keeper's going to make it out in time. Well, 15-51. And you got to give the Lions credit. Their game's plan so far has worked. Foul on Manikowski. Nice ball in. Betts heads it out. Lions. Betts heads it out again. And it's hit in the air. Betts is going to head it again. Lions head it back forward. Betts keeps it, and it's going to be thrown for the Dragons. Olds. Now Nifong gets the pass. Gets through. He's got him. He goes through. Gets it in the middle, and it's going to be another corner kick. And look at that. Nifong hops up and over the Bremen player and the keeper to keep from stepping on him, and that's what you like to see.
That was a nice,
in control of his body.
Effort there by Nifong on that play. Worked his tail off, and they were going to earn a corner kick out of it. See if the Dragons can do something here on this corner.
Well, if Stone's in the far now, he's on far post. This is where you see if you want to get the long one. And it's short, and Nifong tries to head it. Bremen gets there first. Heads it forward, and Osborne puts it in the middle. Chip back. Betts. Osborne's open. Osborne's got to get there. Does. And crosses it. Oh, that's a glorious cross. Nifong heads it, and it's going to be blocked. And Almeyer puts it in.
No,
it's off two posts. Off the post
Timmy.
and off the crossbar.
Oh, Timmy.
Oh, boy.
You can't get any closer than that without it going in.
And now you got a Bremen Lion down.
And we got an injury on the field. Andy's going to have to take off again. Bremen players down off of that play. So let's see if we can catch a number here for Bremen. Right now they've got the call going to a corner for the Dragons, but the Bremen fans, I think rightly so, are calling that it should be a goal kick. I don't know that that was touched off of that second kick by Almeyer when it ricocheted off of the top post. We got stoppage in time here at 13:30 in the first half. Argos is still down 0-1. And looks like number 23, I believe, for Bremen. That's Chase Carrico. He's a junior defenseman for the Lions. Is going to be helped off the field by one of the coaches. So the corner kick here for the Dragons. Osborne is going to shoot the ball out of the corner for the Dragons. He's got the wind at his back. It looks like maybe a little bit from his right to left towards the goal. So if he gets it out far enough, and maybe it'll curl back in. Got Stone on the back corner post. Ballinger and Betts are looking right there at the middle on the 18, and Nifong is just a little in front of them. So here we go with the corner. Osborne with a nice shot. It's a little far away from the goal maybe, but Almeyer is able to corral it back over to Osborne. Osborne, and it's going to be booted out by Diego De Leon and be an Argos throw-in. Ballinger's going to take it for the Dragons. 13 minutes left. Ballinger gets a nice throw. Stone with a header. Oh, just off the top post and goes off the goal, and it's going to be a corner kick for a goal kick for the Lions. Wow, that was a beautiful throw-in from Ballinger. Stone with the head ball, and if he would have had that down about 6 inches, that would have been a goal because it was no way that the keeper was going to get a hold of that one. Short kick out of the goal for Bremen. Allmeyer battling for it, and Betts comes away with it. Betts gets it over to Olds. Olds working on the near side. Olds gets it through. Nutmeg. Olds with the cross, and Allmeyer can't get it, and it way over the top by Osborne. Well, they're getting more opportunities here in the last couple minutes. Unfortunately, have not been able to punch one in, have the Dragons. Thank you for tuning in to the RTC4.com network. You're watching the Argos Voice Sports, and we appreciate you for tuning in here tonight. We're round 2 action from Eugene Snyder Field, where the Argos Dragons are taking on the Bremen Lions. Argos is down 1-0 right now, but they're trying to see if they can get that goal to match it up. Ballinger kicks it ahead. Stone with the ball. Stone kicks it over to the side, keeps possession, and he works the sideline there, fakes out 1, fakes out 2, fakes out 3, and then he loses it. The third player got him, and it's going to go out of bounds. No, they're going to say it stayed in. It's still in play. Everybody kind of stopped thinking it was out of bounds, but apparently not. Betts has it in the midfield, and Nifong, wow. Nifong got completely held on, both hands on the back of his shirt, holding him so he couldn't take off on that through ball by Betts, and no call by any of the officials there on that one. That was kind of questionable. All right, Bremen has it at mid. Bremen's going to kick it out. It's going to be a throw in. Olds is going to take it. Olds gives it over to Johnson. Johnson's going to take it. Johnson with a big throw. Olds is going to handle it. Olds up to Osborne. Or Nifong. Looks like maybe a handball. Allmeyer takes it away. Allmeyer working through. He's going to use his wheels, and he gets a shot off, but it's wide right for Allmeyer. Approaching the 10-minute mark here in the first half of play. Argos is still down 1-0. Bremen has the lead. Bremen with a goal kick. Short kick, and looked like Mankowski might have got away with 2 hands in the back. Olds is going to chase it down on the near side. Olds looking for somebody in the middle. Olds makes a play. Olds gets poked away, recovers, finds Betts. Betts crosses to Ballinger. Ballinger's left foot, and he's going to try and keep it on the ground, and it gets taken from Bremen. Gets it back, though. Ballinger works it to the left. Ballinger with a shot, and it goes wide left. Dylan Ballinger with a shot, wide left. 9:27 left to go in the first half. If you're watching us live here tonight, you can tweet us at Argos Sports, and we'll give you a shout-out here during the broadcast. Beautiful night here from Argos, Indiana. Sun shining, few clouds in the sky. Beautiful day today, mid-80s for a high, October 5th. And you cannot complain about the weather one bit here. It's about as beautiful of a day as you can get. There's Stone, gets it up, and 2 players, nobody's off, but it's going to be too hard, and the keeper's going to come up and get a hold of it. So a little bit late reaction there by Argos off of the through ball and not able to get a hold of it before the keeper comes up off of his line. So Andy's back from his injury report.
He's good to go.
Good to go. All right.
Got hit pretty hard there on the swing, but.
All right. So 8:19 left in the first half. Still 1-0 Bremen. Trump with the ball. Trump wheels around. Kicks it ahead. Ballinger gets it out of the box and kicks it out. Is it deflected? Yep, it's going to be a throw in for Johnson. Good work there by number 7. That's Diego De Leon for Bremen. He is the lone scorer of the game for the Lions. You ready to go?
Sure.
All right, here you go.
I'm ready. I don't know if the Dragons are.
Expect from the number 3 team in the state, especially playing against a team with only 3 wins on the season. Definitely Bremen's playing inspired here in the first half. They got a nice crowd here, and they're loud, and they're cheering for their Lions for sure.
Yep.
Yep.
And
they
get a little bit excited when there's a foul called on them.
All right, Ballinger's going to take the free kick.
Slipped by Vanderwill, and it's over to goal. Or Nifong, sorry.
They do that too. Them two just kind of, they've got a similar build and height, and kind of throws me off.
Well, I'm willing to bet that the game might be a little different. Not just like on the score, but just the whole thing if Vinny could have made that first shot. I think that would have changed everything. It would have deflated Bremen.
Yeah, you got a
so,
and
that's nothing you can
right
do.
Now.
Yeah. And there's nothing really that Vinny did wrong. It's just one of those things. But if that would have happened. Oh, nice ball. Stone with the heavy touch. And there is a giant gap in the mids. For some reason, the back 4 are staying way back. They're not that fast. I'm not real sure. Dragons have played a higher line on quicker teams, but Almeyer with the touch gets it in. He's not going to be able to keep up with it, though.
Five and a half left to go here in the first half. Still 1-0. Argos is down.
Well, here we go. The goal kick. Dragons need to do something and do it quick. Manikowski breaks it up. Osborne. Osborne. That right there is a little dangerous slide tackle, but didn't call anything. Ballinger goes around him. And he breaks it up. And now Trump's back. Looks at Johnson wide. And gives it over to Betts, and it's broke up. Now it gets it. And Nifong's got to run. Nifong's got him. Shot. And it's good from Nifong. What a goal from Nifong.
There we go. That's going to break it. Nifong ties it up at 4:14 in the first half.
And, I mean, that's the first mental lapse on the defense. And Nifong was able to capitalize. So,
I'm going to go unassisted on that.
I would consider that unassisted, really, because it was just a blind, loose ball forward, and Nifong picked it up and made the run. So now here comes the Dragons, and Stone's going to apply some pressure.
So a little spring in the Dragon's step. They tie it up with 4:14 to go in the first
Well,
half.
I tell you what, that's really good for them because I would not want to have been in there halftime with Coach Vanderweel down by 1. It would have not been pretty.
Well,
You would have
tied up, I don't know that it's going to be much prettier.
It's not going to be much prettier, but it's going to be a lot better than down 1 because you would have heard Todd would have been yelling so much his voice would have cracked again, and you'd have heard it over here. So,
well, I heard it at Culver, and they were up 5-0, so I can imagine what it is when they're tied.
Stone has it. Allows them to take it out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick to Dragons. This is where I'd tell Stone, just curl it right in the goal. The wind's blowing that direction. The goalkeeper's staying deep. He's not going to have good footing in that box. Just whip it and curl it and just tell him to get on the line.
There it goes.
You can see the natural curl anyways.
Old's on the back side.
Ball's loose, and it's blocked by the player.
We got another Bremen player down in the middle of the goal. And they're going to stop the clock, and Andy's getting a little workout here tonight. So Andy's back off, grabs all 6 of his cell phones in his bag, puts his little hat on. Well, no, maybe not, Andy. He's going off on his own power. False alarm. He's going off on his own power. I think we can safely say he'll be okay. He got hit in the butt, I think.
There's a corner kick for the Dragons.
Might want to put the headset on before you
I
start.
said it.
Yeah.
I just said it. Another corner kick for the Dragons.
So
Stone's taking this one.
Last one was a good one there by Stone. See if he can get this one to curl in from the other side of the field.
Chips it. Oh, and that's a nice ball, and it's headed out. Johnson, and it's going to go over. All by yourself at the 18-19. You better strike it to where at least challenge that goalkeeper to save it. But
yeah, I think he saw a lot of guys in front of him and thought maybe he could get it up in the air, but it's just too close to be able to get it back down in time.
Well, it's 1-1. Not the score line the Dragons were wanting. Not the score line that most people were predicting. Stone chips it back. Turns it back the other way. Outstep to Osborne. Osborne's got it. Keeps it. Over to Timmy. Almeyer gets it blocked. Timmy turns and tries to shoot it.
Oh, if he would have just gathered
If
just
he
a
could
little
have
bit.
gathered just a bit of time, he had a little time there, but
Yeah.
he was in a hurry to go ahead and strike it.
I think he did have a second there. If he could have gathered his feet underneath him and got a good shot, he could have gone away there a little bit to the right. The goal was open.
Johnson to Stone. Stone turns and shields. Gives it to Almeyer, and it's broke up. Osborne's going to settle it.
Good breakup on that. Almeyer had a break going if number 23.
Oh, what a fake out of Manikowski. Gives it straight over to Betts. Man, that was a nice play out of the freshman.
We've really seen Sam grow
Yep.
over this season. It's been fun to watch.
Oh, no, what a move by Betts. And it's broke up, and it's going to be another corner kick.
Oh, that was a beautiful move there by Tyler Betts. Just a little heavy to touch. But we're going to get a corner out of it here and see what the Dragons can do. Vinny's going to take this one again.
I want to see somebody right up by that keeper when he starts to go. Good ball in, and there's a header, and it's over to Mark Johnson coming back from right back all the way up to put the head on the ball. 37 seconds left in the first. And
well, it looks like we're going to probably go to halftime tied up. But
well, I tell you what, Bremen's starting to get a little battered and bruised because of all the pressure now. It's really holding the levy at the moment, but it's going to be hard for them to hang on all the way through that long second half.
I think the
Manikowski
Dragons just had a little bit of a hangover probably from that first game.
Yes, slow play.
Yeah.
Manikowski's hustling. Ball's up. McCoy Stone has it.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Tries to get it in the middle.
1.
All right, that's going to do it for the first half here from Argos. It is a 1-1 tie. Bremen and Argos all knotted up at 1. The scoring started with Bremen at the 29-minute mark off of a De Leon goal, and it stayed 1-0 until 4:14 to go in the first half when Nifong, unassisted, breaks away and puts one in to tie it up for the Dragons. So we thank you for watching us here. We're live from Eugene Snyder Field. Second round action from the sectional here. Sectional number 41, first game of the second round. Game number 2 will be starting at 7 p.m., and that's going to feature Culver Cavaliers and Lakeland Christian Academy. And the winner of both of these games will meet on Saturday night at 7 p.m. in the sectional championship. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back here in about 9 minutes for second half action from Eugene Snyder Field. All right, welcome back. We're getting set for second half action here from Eugene Snyder Field. You're watching a live broadcast of the Argos Voice Sports on RTC4.com. Steve Stricker with Andy Stone and Chris Fishburne on the camera for us here this evening. The halftime score is 1-1 with the Bremen Lions and Argos Dragons drawing a tie in the first half of action. Well, the hangover, I guess, I'm going to just blame it on a little bit of a first game playing against a team with 9 players and not really getting the blood boiling too much. Finally broke through, Andy, and scored off of a knife-on goal with 4 minutes left in the first half. We'll see if they can capitalize and kind of get back into form here a little bit in the second half of action.
Well, they were just playing slow, and I mean, they started off okay. I mean, we really had that first opportunity within 15 seconds of the game. I mean, Vinny almost scored right there, but Bremen's packing it tight. Look, the widest player's barely, not even the width of the 18-yard box, so they're packing it tight, and they want to keep it that way. Stone's going down, going through 4, 5. Going to hit it in the middle, and just about gets it in.
Well, much like the start of the game, that was a good run there by Stone. Let's see if they can keep the pressure on.
Shot out of Betts, and it's going to be high.
So we got semifinal game number 1 going on right now. Game number 2 is going to feature Culver Community and Lakeland Christian Academy. And the 2 winners will meet Saturday night at 7 p.m. here from beautiful Eugene Snyder Field for the sectional championship.
Well, we haven't said it in a couple of games now, but it's actually gotten warm again up here in the press box. The sun is out, and it's a gorgeous day today. Now the Dragons are starting to play the feed a little bit better, moving the ball around. Stone gives it right up to Vanderweel. Vanderweel goes, pulls back, gives it back to Stone. Stone.
Nice fake.
Hits it, goes around, chips it, and it's going to be a corner kick.
Beautiful fake right there. I thought Nifong or Vanderweel might have had a shot there with the left.
But he pulled it back.
And went in the middle, yeah.
Here's where Stone can be dangerous with the in-swinger. And there it is. And it's just, and it just about goes to the back corner post like I was talking and went past everyone.
Nobody home on that back post that time.
And Coach Vanderweel's over there saying, look at him, like, how is no one there just to touch that in? Why are we standing and watching? And
that would have been an easy touch goal right there if somebody would have been just standing right there. Nobody there for Bremen.
Nobody for Argos or Bremen. So
right.
Here's a slip. Ballinger hits it up. And Bremen goes to it. Nifong plays it forward. Bremen gets it back. Now Stone's got it. Stone's going to be a foot race. He's got him with ease. And then he scores it. And it's a beautiful goal out of Stone. Yeah, and I would give them the assist with the leading pass straight up to him from Nifong by the looks of it.
So we're going to go with Nifong, and that's the Dragons that we're used to seeing. 37-44 to go in this one, and they retake the lead. Actually, they take the lead for the first time here this evening. 2-1 Argos off of a beautiful assist from Nifong into Stone. And a left footer goes far post, and easy goal for Vinny.
Well, that's one thing that their coach wanted to eliminate was any type of 1v1 situation with Stone. And there was a flat 3 defenders. Stone just took the ball and went past the outside defender, and you're not going to match his speed. And had plenty of time and then crossed the body over and put it in. Olds with a good run, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Dragons. So now the Dragons are playing with the pressure that we expected.
So after 36 minutes of 1-0 ball, the Dragons in the last 7 minutes have punched 2 in and taken the lead. Dragons in the last 7 minutes have punched 2 in and taken the lead for the first time.
Stone taking the corner. Oh, and it's a beautiful fall of Nifong, and he gets a head on it, and it goes up and over. I tell you what, Owen Nifong as a freshman has really come into his own as far as putting his head on the ball. Last year there was junior high. I was a coach, and he kind of struggled with that, but he's done very well to adapting to the upper level of play. And he's a real go-getter, and as you could tell, with the first goal was all him. Long ball. Ballinger with the header. Ballinger runs through it. And there's going to be a foul, and it's going to be Bremen kick.
You know, I had to look at the roster when you said Owen Nifong is a freshman because I'm so used to him playing, I forgot that he was a freshman. Wow.
He's just a freshman.
Yeah.
Sam Manikowski is a great utility freshman. Chino has been a great utility freshman. Nifong's been a starter from the get-go. One of the larger players on the team, so it's not a surprise that even though he is a freshman, he's playing quite a bit and starting as much as he has been.
Well, I think it's all that great instruction that they received in the junior high
That's
program.
what it was. We did very well last year. I cannot disagree with that. Oh, what a turn from Stone. And he puts it in the middle, and it doesn't get the finish.
You know, I think we used to have a term for that. I don't know if we can say it on air or not, but
Yeah.
we'd always reach down and tell them to pick up their job because he left that guy laying on the ground that time.
And here's the through ball. Now Al Meyer's going to run it through. Turns and hits it, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Dragons.
Timmy has a motor. I tell you, it's just
he put him up
watching.
front, caused major havoc in the first half, and it worked. And he said, let's switch it up. We'll put Stone back up there because they were kind of marking Vinny. There's a deflection. It's going to be the Dragons' ball. Deflection, and so they're kind of marking Vinny, so Vinny just starts rotating around and picking him apart to where he gets the assist, and Nifong throws it into Stone. Stone goes through and gets broke up. Betts, good battle. Almeyer gives it back to Betts. Betts is going wide. Gives a great through ball to Olds. Olds has him on the right, turns him, and gets it, keeps it in play. And it's chipped forward, and here comes Nifong with the long run. Played up, Almeyer mishandles. And his hustle and tenacity gets the ball back. He's going to it. He wants it now. He's got him beat. Oh, and he gets shielded off the ball, but he still battles and maintains to get it back again.
That was a good play by Bremen right there, getting Almeyer off. He's definitely got the size advantage on Timmy, but tenacity-wise, nobody's going to outdo him for sure.
Excited for the little things, I guess. But Almeyer was definitely the one that played that whole sequence much better. Fish with the long hit. With the left even. Opposite foot, gets it all the way to midfield. And then Nifong. Olds. Olds leads him. Vanderweel's wide. Stone's in the middle. Vanderweel hits it in the middle, and the keeper's going to get it too square. Stone was waiting for a pass drop towards the middle of the 18, or between the 6-yard box and the PK spot. Ballinger heads it forward. Olds. Nifong gives it over to Betts. Betts settles, hits it wide, broken up. Played out of bounds, and Almeyer with the throw-in. Gives it to Osborne. Osborne plays to Betts. Betts turns it. The attack is on. And way hard. Stone still might get there, and he can't. Betts just needs to take about 20 pounds of pressure off that. If you're going to hit it that hard, you better be aiming for the frame. So we haven't seen this much tonight. 23 for Bremen's been taking the kicks, but he's hurting a little bit. So the goalkeeper is taking it. Now, nicknames. Here we go. Fishburne and Argos goalkeeper, they call him Fish. And Bremen's goalkeeper, all last game that I was down there at the side of the field, they call him Tuna. Don't ask me why. But so we got the goalkeeper battle. We got Fish versus Tuna. And I just thought that was kind of humorous. But, they both are battling hard, doing well. This is Bremen's backup goalkeeper. Their starter has a hurt and injured foot. So, he's doing very well this tournament as a backup goalkeeper. Osborne with the great hustle. He's going to keep it in. Turns it. He goes up the field. Gives the ball, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Dragons, and Stone's going to take it again.
Well, let's see if he can do what he did the last time from this side, and maybe Dragons will learn and pop somebody over there on that back
The biggest thing is, it's hard when you send someone like Stone, such a goal scorer, out to take the corners because you take him out of that center, but then he does feed such beautiful balls in that, that's why you like to have him take them. So it's kind of a catch-22. Meyer with a great play. Gives it to Stone. Stone's going to go right to goal. Goes around him. Looking for the 45. He puts it in, and it's broke up. And, ooh.
Was that a play back to the goalie?
It was not. I wouldn't have called it a play back to the goalie, but, boy, any more easier than that, and it could have been because he just turned his foot and just kind of chipped it to him. For a backup keeper, he's got a great punt. And Ballinger hits it almost to the cheap seats.
We thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. This is the RTC4.com network. You're watching the Argos Voice Sports channel. And Argos has pulled ahead after a rough first half. They've pulled ahead with a 2-1 lead over Bremen. We've got 30 minutes left to go in the game.
Good ball in, and it's headed out. Here comes Betts with the turn. Gives it up to Stone. Stone fakes. Going to lead Betts with the run. Betts is going to keep it in. And he gets a heavy hit. Instead of going straight up the pitch, he kicks it out, and he's going to want that one back.
Definitely going to want that back. That was a perfect pass from Stone right there.
Throw in for the Dragons. Yeah, he let him down the line, and Betts had the pace to go around the player. Just got a heavy touch straight out. Coleman Norris coming in, and out comes Osborne. Chino's limping over there still. I don't think he's going back in. And Stone's going to head it, take it, and he's got 4 in front of him. So he gives the ball over to Nifong. Nifong looks, fakes, takes it back towards the middle, and does not get the hit on it that he wanted.
Well, he had Olds, it looks like, went wide on that play. He had an opportunity maybe to go in, out, and then back in, and decided to try and take the shot with the left and didn't get much pepper on it.
Yeah.
So back to work here for the Dragons.
There's Stone. Shot, and what a save. Nifong gets the rebound and puts it in. Second goal for Nifong.
Beautiful rebound play there by Nifong. That was a great save by the keeper off of Stone's shot. Could not corral the ball.
No, you're not. When you got a pace like that on a strike, you're not catching those balls. You're doing your best just to block it, and that's where the old saying in basketball, follow your shot, that's where you have to hope your defensive team follows the shot and they can clear it out. And if you don't, the offense is on it. Nifong is there and drills it to the back of the net. Nifong having a great game so far. 2 goals for him, 1 for Stone.
That's 3-1 now, 28-22. Nifong with the rebound goal. And the Dragons are starting to look like the Argos team that we know.
Betts goes, runs, loses it, and it's kicked out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick for the Dragons. So Nifong, the freshman, 2 goals, 1 assist, looking very strong. And, that's what's really super nice about Stone and some of the other players. They draw so much presence that they cannot cover everyone, and then our quality from our vast group of players shows through. There's Stone ball. Nifong just about get it.
A little too much on that one, maybe.
Olds clear battles, keeps it in. Goes around him, and he's going to get cut off by the ankle. Good full pullback turn and a twisted shot. Knocks it up the line, received, and then taken away. And midfield's not really going, and Norris comes back to battle. And Ballinger's going to have to do the work. Ballinger's faster.
Got an offsides call here. Obviously, the Bremen faithful don't agree with the call, but it was pretty clear right here. He was right in front of us.
You got some of the players, some of the fans that, looking at my cousin here, he's looking, and then his son-in-law is there, and his son-in-law was a huge player back in the day. He's shaking his head. He's like, pointing at, that's what they did. He went backside on, and it happens. But when you're down, games gets passionate. It's the last game of the season for the seniors. If they lose, they're out. So, the fans get a little bit riled up, so it happens. Good ball in from Norris, and Olds just about gets there. Johnson takes it wide, sets up the defense for the Dragons. Here comes Osborne. Vanderwill coming out. I kind of figured he was kind of standing there for a little bit. I think he was catching his breath.
Just under 26 minutes here in the game. 3-1, Argos with the lead. You can see the two squads, the Cavaliers on the backside, and Lakeland Christian are getting set here. They're going to be playing after the conclusion of this one.
It's this lady right here. So the Bremen coach is asking
for his own fans.
The Bremen coach is requesting that the fans be asked to settle down. So we're going to let Mr. Medich deliver the message, or Mr. Alcorn. So
apparently they may have had an issue in the past, and
they don't. Stone with a slip, and it's saved. Good ball from Ballinger.
I guess this is one of those games that we should feel lucky, Andy, that it's not like South Central where we're sitting right in front of the opposing fans.
Well, yeah, because we caught a few swear words over the air last time, and luckily we're not on regular everyday TV, and we have a fan base of 7, so
I might be pushing it by about 4. So,
and Tammy Almeyer's got to have a better throw-in than that. So,
all right. Well, Andy, the Zone Sports Complex is a big sponsor of ours here for the RTC.com network. You're a part of the soccer program up there, and you're, thrilled with the progress that's getting ready to get started with a new facility. And just tell us a little bit about what all's going on up there, because people at home.
Right now, the groundbreaking's this month, and it's Amy's watching.
All right.
I've conned my wife to turn on the TV, I guess, her computer. So, but it's. But the Zone's doing a lot of good things. They're going to have their groundbreaking this month, and we're going to have full indoor soccer. They right now have futsal signed up, and there's a lot of little kids with a little program. We're doing kind of like what they did with the little dribblers. We're doing a 5, 6, and 7-year-old for soccer, and I'm going to be heading that up with a bunch of players. It's been real nice. We're going to try to grow the sport as much as possible. We would really, to be honest, it would be my goal to get every town to be as passionate around the sport as what Argos is. Now, I know not everybody's a soccer fan in Argos. Oh, look at Stone. He's going to chap it in, and it's chipped over. And but the whole mission is to grow the sport, grow the players, and, get the whole area. Because right now there is a lot of tough teams in this area, and it's really all evident in the girls' side. And it just shows how hard work and passion that the players have for it all over the county. Actually, to bi-county area, and it's just been tremendous. That should have been a handball there. I don't know what the official's not seeing. Ball in the middle. Norris stops it. Alma chips it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rough shot in the back there from the Bremen player on Almeyer. No call.
Corner kick. Bremen.
So, yeah, the passion, you know, with the Zone Sports Complex with Ted Hayden and Rick and Barb Miller and Doug Griffiths and Dwayne Morton, the passion that they've shown up there is tremendous. Not only for basketball, there's a save by Fish. So Fish
shot
gets
on goal
a shot,
from
yeah.
Bremen, and
But the amount of love and passion that those people have shown for everybody in Marshall County, St. Joe County, has been tremendous. Not only, like I said, with what they've done with the basketball, but now with the futsal and the indoor soccer facility and other sports as well. They're going to have, lacrosse and softball. Is she turning it off?
No, we were discussing the broadcast, and she can hear the one Bremen fan plain as day, and we're inside the booth up here. So,
well, we could send a copy of the tape.
Yeah.
And
I'm not, I understand she's passionate, but, So, but yeah, it is. We've discussed that. Fans, unfortunately, LaVille had an unfortunate incident after their loss to John Glenn, and their school got a letter sent, reported, and sent down to state. Now they're going to be have some repercussions because of that. And it doesn't reflect well on the school, and it doesn't reflect well on the players. It really bothers the players when that kind of stuff happens, and it's just some of those things. But, so it's all good, but you got to be in control. And here goes Stone with the breakaway. He's going to go around and then slows it down, allows his team to come back, puts it in the middle, bets, shot, and it's going to be wide. And if you see Stone, he's very unselfish. He knows that he could literally go around 23-6 and try to go to goal, but he just waited. What he'll do is he'll do that once or twice, and then he'll lull them into kind of a comfort, and then he will go around them with the change of speed and change of direction. And then it's on. All right. One thing that's different about outdoor with the fans' backs, we never have fan cams, so we can't get anybody to wave to the camera. But like we do in basketball. So Stone with a give and go to Betts. Betts cuts it, and it's broke up at the end. And it's going to be a corner kick. Stone's taking the corners, and he says, all right, Vanderweel, the coach, says, all right, Osborne, you take it. I want Stone inside. So Stone's going to retreat back to his back corner and then kind of likes watching what happens.
18:50 left in the game. Osborne's going to take the corner kick here for the Dragons.
So it looks like Chino will not make it back into the game tonight. There's a header from Vanderweel, and it goes through. Oh, Stone left where he was at because he saw the kick, and then the ball ended up coming through there on the glancing header off of Vanderweel.
Well, Scott Sager, the big wig here from RTC, texted me, and he wants us to give a mention for the Chili Cook-Off and Red Hot Car Show happening in downtown Rochester on Saturday.
What time is that?
I'll ask him here what time it is. But
what time is that, Scott? Yeah. Give us some info, buddy.
Yeah, if you're watching, ask what time is it, Scott? Text me. We'll see if he answers me. Maybe he's watching.
Yeah,
so
that would be nice.
That would be two.
Then, depending on the situation, I could take the old Bronco down if the girls aren't playing Saturday afternoon, but I have a feeling they're going to be, so we're going to be tied up for all day on Saturday with some Dragons soccer.
Yeah, we're hoping to be coming to you at 2 o'clock for the girls from LaVille and 7 o'clock here for the boys championship. If the Dragons teams are both alive, we're going to be broadcasting from both locations on Saturday.
Well, here we go. Good play, and Johnson gets back.
I'm always up for a chili cook-off, I tell you.
I'd rather. Oh, what a nice ball from Stone to Vanderweel. Now Vanderbilt's going to return it, and it's
Rebound. Nope.
you have no angle, and he hits it straight across like that, and the keeper's going to get it. Norris, good play. Gives it over to Betts. Betts settles. Fakes again, and drops it over to Osborne. Osborne back over to Nifong, turns it, keeps possession, and now he's got it. Goes around the wing. Chips it in, and nobody's there. Norris gets there. Oh, and he just about gets knocked over in the box. Vanderweel, Osborne, shot, and it's going to be a goal for Osborne unassisted.
That goal.
Well, it could be assisted, I guess, but I mean, it was kind of hard looking. Could have been an assist from Norris. Not real sure. It kind of went in and then back and forth between. Vanderweel was the last one to touch it before Osborne shot it.
All right, well, we're going to unofficially call it unassisted for Osborne. 16:36 left to go in the game. Argos with a 4-1 lead now over Bremen. And they've kind of taken control here. It took them a little while to get going, but this is the Argos Dragon team that we know and love.
Manikowski's in for Tim Almeyer. Tim's going to take a little breather.
Well, apparently Scott's not
last
watching.
year, I don't know if you probably didn't realize it, but last year, the last 3 games where Almeyer ended up playing all varsity minutes in the back, he was sick, absolutely dying ill, and he played those last 3 games tough as anybody could imagine, and he was very, very ill. Lungs were hurting, had some hard time trying to breathe. And, but that kid's
a little bit
tough.
of a Michael Jordan there, huh?
Oh, boy. Yeah, he's a tough player, and you got to give him credit. I love it. He's been a great addition to the school. Great kid. And that's
Scott is watching. Huh, that's cool.
All right.
They got a 5K run. This is all in Rochester on Saturday. They got a 5K run at 9 a.m.
Nope, count me out.
Says hoping for 100 cars this year, or 1,000 cars this year. Yeah. Chili served at 11 a.m. until it's gone. Cars all day, motorcycles, and trucks, too.
Yeah.
So there you go. You can load up, take some of your toys down, and put them on display.
I can take some of my awesome junk.
Yeah,
Clunkers are allowed. I'll get Amy's out. I could just load up 3 or 4 on a trailer. I don't know if they'd. Oh, that's a good hit. They don't have to be. They look all right, but they don't always function that well.
Well, that's always interesting to hear from you when you're working on different vehicles.
Amy's a little bit upset with us.
Yeah. One thing they have going on here with the concession stand, and I had some the other day, they got chicken and noodles and mashed potatoes, and oh my goodness, those are great. Brandon's mom.
That is not the typical game side, but I tell you what, it's actually last game it was a lot cooler out, and that would be something that sticks to your ribs. And it just tastes well and warm. But here, it's way warmer than last game. So it's a little bit different. Here goes a nice through ball. Norris goes. He gets around him. Pulls it back. Still has it, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Dragons.
Well, and the weather forecast, Saturday may be a completely different night than it is today. It's just that time of year. We've had a wonderful day, been in the mid-80s most of the day for October 5th. You can't complain at all.
Yeah, it's going to be considered a goal kick. And here comes the starting goalie. He's not been feeling real well. He's got a hurt foot. You can tell he's limping a little bit. But he's going in to put in a little bit of time. I think he might be a senior. We'd have to check the roster.
Well, do you know who?
Not real sure.
You know his name?
Stone gets it. I'm sorry. Coleman Norris gets the assist, and that's his first varsity assist as a freshman also. So Coach Vanderwill's mixed it up a little bit. He's got a few players in and given them some minutes. See if they can handle some of this pressure, and Bremen's put them under pressure. Manikowski doing very well with that, switches it back across the field over to Betts, and Betts takes it all the way over to Osborne. So Norris gets his first assist as a varsity Dragon. We want to congratulate him. Oh, and that's a foul. And he's going to call a PK. It's in the box. Or is he out of the box? He's going to say it's just outside the box.
Well, here's another thing going on with the events on Saturday, the second annual car part swap meet.
When is that one? That's more my style.
That's part of what's
part of
going on, yeah. So
Amy's already sent me a message, no toy show.
Well, you can swap some car parts for sure.
I have a few. Ball in, and it's block, drilled out. Osborne puts it back in the center. Osborne looks, puts it back. Stone gets it. Puts it back over to Osborne. Osborne's going to keep it in. Nope.
So we're approaching the 12-minute mark here in this one, and Argos has a comfortable 4-1 lead right now over Bremen. You're watching RTC4.com, and we appreciate you tuning in with us here tonight. Second round sectional action from Eugene Snyder Field. The thing I love about this, you know, the passion of the Argos and soccer and everything, but we're at Eugene Snyder Field, and the whole season, I can turn around and look, and right there is Eugene Snyder. I mean, that's just awesome.
Well, he doesn't care for the sports at all. He just goes around about no, he's here all the time, and he can make it. He gets to all the sporting events as much as he can, and he well, when you're in it as long as he's been, you kind of grow to live for that kind of stuff and the passion. So good play broken up, and Betts hustles back and gets it. We had a nice ceremony with the senior night last Saturday, and then some state team members were here and talking about some of the records with 148 wins or so and 14 losses. That's just like phenomenal. That's just crazy statistics, but that's why we have the reputation we have. It's a lot of the hard work that they were doing, and that was the grassroots soccer movement. I mean, that's where it was all started, through a lot of learning and hard work and just plain old grit. I mean, when you go out and run 10 miles a day for a couple weeks at a time to get in shape, yeah, that's a group of kids that want it. Because nowadays, boy, it'd be a hard test to get kids to run. You know, the cross-country team's new in Argos, and they got their big achievement. One practice, they all did a 10-mile run, and that was just a normal thing back in the day for Argos soccer. So, but, you know, it was part of a learning curve. If we didn't have enough skill to flat-out win, we run them to death, get them so tired they couldn't hardly move, and we weren't even the beginning to catch a break for our breath or anything. We were just ready to go. Manikowski.
Well, that's another thing that you just mentioned, the cross-country team. You know, we've talked about it here in the past. This is the reinvention, I guess, of cross-country here at Argos.
You betcha.
Since last team they had was 1980, and they've done a fantastic job. The numbers were good, and, you know, it's great because a lot of these guys, and you talked about McIntyre in the junior high, it's like, I didn't know I could run like this.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not kids that were playing soccer that quit soccer and did something else. It's kids that really didn't have an avenue. And right now the cross-country is filling that need for, you know, some of those kids, and it's a great thing. And
yeah, and then the coaches, Coach Jones, the assistant coach, and then Candy Frick, the head coach, two things about it. They both were passionate, showed the kids that hard work does change things, and what most people don't realize, they were volunteer coaches. They did it all out of the goodness of their heart. They loved to run anyways, so they found an avenue to help the youth of the school and help themselves in the same right. They got to learn a little bit about themselves. They got to learn some things like that, but that right there says a lot. When you volunteer to be a coach, and that's a huge commitment,
right?
And that's just tremendous. And we want to thank them. We want to thank Michelle Reese and all the athletics departments for allowing that to come back to the school.
Well, yeah, and it's funny because, you know, they did all their practices in the park, and we'd come over and drop McKenna off for practices or something, and you'd always see Candy and Laura. You'd always see Candy and Laura, you know, running during practice. They're always out there running. And the times when they're not out there with the junior high and high school kids, they have a running club, you know, for the elementary kids. So it is definitely a passion for them. And it's good to see them building, and they've built, from the ground up. They've worked with the younger kids, and I think it's something that is going to stick around.
Oh, I see it. I see it growing.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
The kids themselves, some of the boys, they were talking about it the other day when I was at the park with the little girls team, and they were talking about how much fun they've had, and they've bonded very well. So I see nothing but positives. It's another feather in the cap for the school, and it's another great thing for the players. So here goes Will Mills is in now, number 18. And number 25 for Bremen's in. Man, number 25, his name is Andy, if I remember right.
Andres Gutierrez.
Yeah, they call him Andy.
Yeah, he is senior forward for the Lions.
Senior forward,
Yep.
and I'm telling you right now, he's all of 6'3" if he's a dime. That kid is tall, and he is a big kid in stature, so I think the Bremen football coach would probably been scouting him quite a bit. So Stone slips it forward. Vanderwill with the breakaway. Vanderwill's just got to finish, and he does, and there's a goal. Assisted by Stone with the heading slip to him. A great play. Nice play out of the Dragons. Good little individual effort, but a very smart little skip there off of the mound of curls on the top of Vinny's head there. I taught him that, but I had to teach him how to do it when you have hair, so it made it a little bit different for him. It slows the ball down some. So
we're
5-1.
6:33 left in the game.
Approaching that predicted score from Coach Andy over here.
We said 5-0, and so we're getting close, 5-1. So.
Well, you guys said that. I didn't.
Well,
say
I
that.
thought they.
I was the only one that spotted Bremen the one goal.
Yeah, we
I had
we
the
just
foresight.
didn't figure it would be the first goal.
I had the foresight to see that they would either get a cheeky goal at the beginning or they'd end up slipping one towards the end. When the Dragons, as a lot of teams do, they let off and they slow down a little bit and so on and so forth.
I'm going to make a mistake here, and I'm going to ask you what exactly a cheeky goal is.
A cheeky goal is like just a clever little flick or a hit that you're not expecting, and the goalkeeper's not really ready for it. And if you watch this goal at the beginning of the game tonight, when you rewatch it at home, Fishburne was kind of stuck, and he wasn't expecting that kid to hit the ball, and he did, and it was kind of a little sneak, and got a little cheeky goal. Here's Vanderwill, goes in, a nice little cut by Vanderwill. Oh, and he's tripped.
So is that terminology something that you picked up off of watching your EPL?
Oh no, cheeky goal. That's old saying.
That's not English.
No, it's not
That
really
English.
It could be a little English phrase, but I mean that's just a common thing that's been used.
Okay.
Now, the word chippy, you've probably heard that out here in soccer. The game might get a little bit chippy, and that's where there's a lot of slow plays and kind of extra kicks to the shins and the heels, just out of frustration and or anger. Good tackle out of Olds. Olds puts it up. Vanderwill tries to slip it. Cam over there for Bremen, been a solid player. Nifong settles, drops it. Mills puts it to Stone.
So you say you are related to the Stone from Bremen?
Yes, my cousin Jamie's son, McCoy, he was on my travel team. He's been an Argos travel player before.
Okay.
And he played up at the Zone. We had the Zone family team, which was open team, and it was Joseph and Alex and Vinny and McCoy, and
that's just not even hardly fair with this.
We had Samantha, and since I was the coach, I had Spencer because he's in my family. We had Lexi, and we had Laura, and then we had Gracie which is my cousin Jerry from Plymouth, and then Bull, which is his boy who played goalkeeper at Plymouth High School for 3 years. So he was my keeper. It was a little lopsided at times. It was a good group. We called it the family team, and it was real nice. But here's a good ball. Stone with the header, and it's saved. But, it's good hard work, and it was fun. But, yeah, McCoy was a good player. He's done very well for himself. And he was one of he's been dedicated for soccer for 4 years now for high school. And Bremen's not the most soccer town, as you can tell. They got football, and they've had a successful football team for a long time over the years.
Yeah,
the likes of Bo Hunt and stuff back in the day. I imagine you.
You
were out
I
by
rode
that
about
time?
10 yards on Bo Hunt's back one time trying to tackle him. And
Yeah.
he said, "I'm just going to keep going." And
Yeah, it's one of those things.
he was a year older than me, so my junior year he was Mr. Football in the state of Indiana.
Yeah, he wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But Jamie, my cousin, he played football. He was Jamie's slightly larger than most of our. With my uncle was no taller than any of us, but Jamie got some height. He's about 6'4". We called him Hoss, and he was also a great pitcher for the Bremen Lions over the years too. So,
Bremen, they're
he's on the
baseball.
wall. He's on the wall there at in the high school a couple times there, and well, you know, the Stone. We've always liked athletics. It's been a good battle for multiple generations. My cousin Jeff was
That's a good
baseball
thing you're
player
good at
and-
athletics because
everything else is a train wreck, but you know, so we have athletics to go with it. So you know, but here we are.
2-minute warning.
Good throw out of boundary. Wow, did you see that? And he's going to head that back forward. Stone slips it right there to Norris. Nice little pass, and there's a good ball up to Mills. Mills is on the line, and it gets taken away. And it's going to be throwing for the Dragons. Minute 42 left. Will Mills throws it in. Ball's loose. Chips it in. Stone has it. Chips it back over to Vanderbilt. To Stone. Stone keeps it. Stone keeps it again. And it's going to be saved. And it's going to be a corner kick out of the Dragons. Stone curls it and just about scores it. The guy has to come off the post to save it. There you go.
You aware of that?
Well, we're not actually related to any of the Stones from Plymouth unless they moved there from Argos.
Okay.
But there you go. Who was that? Was that your
No, it's Scott.
Scott? Oh,
Seeger.
okay. He's from Rochester area, though. They don't know anything about soccer.
He works in Rochester.
I know. I like to tease them. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
let's-
you know what? It's a good battle. Here's the throw-in for the Dragons. We're going to the last 25 seconds. I was a little bit off on my prediction, but I was the only one that predicted the Lions getting one in. And then I think I was about the only one until the Dragons decided to wake up and play. It was a pretty close game for a long time. And Fishburne just chips it out for the end of the game. Well, I tell you what, you got to give credit to Bremen. They come out, they played their game as long as they could, they battled hard, and unfortunately for them, they just started to run out of steam, and the quality of the Dragons started to show through and pick them apart.
Yeah, the Lions scored first, and that lead held. They scored at 29 minutes in the first half, and that lead held until the 4:14 mark in the first half, and that went into halftime. Then Nifong scored, and at halftime it was tied at 1-1, and then the Dragons came out and scored 4 in the second half and made it a 5-1 game. Stone scored off a Nifong assist at 37-44. Nifong scored off of a rebound off of a nice shot by Stone at 28-22. Osborne shot a goal in at 16:36 off of a Coleman Norris assist, and Vanderweel scored the last goal to make it 5-1 off of a Stone assist that adds to the single-season assist record for Vinny Stone, puts him at 21. So with that, the Dragons are going to move on. They're going to be 16-1-1. Bremen falls to 3-14-1. The Dragons will move to the final game here at Argos, championship game, and that will be played at 7 p.m. on Saturday. And they will play the winner of game number 2, which is going to start here in just a few minutes, and that's going to be Culver Community and Lakeland Christian Academy. We congratulate the Argos Dragons and Coach Todd Vanderweel on the victory here tonight. We thank you for joining us on RTC4.com. This is the Argos Voice Sports Network. Thanks to all of our sponsors, and especially big thanks to our banner sponsor here this evening, the Zone Sports Complex in Northern Indiana. And we're going to wrap it up. We will be up at Newton Park tomorrow night, where the Lady Dragons will be taking on the Lady Knights from Mishawaka Marion High School. That game will not be broadcast live. We cannot get a good enough signal up there at Newton Park. So we will tape that one and put it out as soon as we can get it. And then we'll be back here on Saturday night. We will be live from Eugene Snyder Field here on Saturday. And hopefully we'll be up at Newton Park again on Saturday afternoon if the Lady Dragons are able to advance on to the finals. So for Andy Stone and Chris Fishburne, I am Steve Stricker, and thank you for tuning in to us, and we'll see you again here on Saturday from Eugene Snyder Field.